what do we have today? Well, we have an awesome Kickstarter that you can be backing up. What can it do? What is it? Well, to answer that last question, what is it? It's an independent comic. And then when I say independent, I mean independent. What's an independent book? Well, it's a book that is being released, that is owned by the writer, illustrator. Well, in this case, it's both, but it's independently owned, and this is also printed by him. So there's 2 different volumes that we have out currently. We have Bang. That's right. Bang, the Ballard of the Tiger. This is volume 1 right here. This is volume 2. Now, this is a little bit smaller of a book. It's a short little book. Let me see if I can grab. We'll grab a few different books that we could compare sizes to. All right, 1, 2, and 4. So this is compared to a small DC compact. So it's smaller yet. This is compared to the Premier Edition. And to a regular trade. So it's a smaller book. He ends up doing this art. It's a more of a traditional style that comes over with that. Stay tuned. I'm going to end up having a review coming out, I want to say next week with this, where I'm going to cover the first 2 volumes that I end up having. That's right. I got the first 2 volumes. We're going to end up covering that. But that's a later video. Right now we are focusing over onto the Kickstarter that he has. So with that said, let's slide on over there and be able to see what we're talking about. So at the time of filming this, you had 24 days. So I think the video is going to be coming out on Monday. So you're going to have 23 days before it comes over. It has a pledge goal of $3,500. And we're currently at $1,750. So we're a little bit about halfway there, which is awesome. He has 49 kickbackers right now. We are one of them. We ended up picking up Volume 3. That's what he's doing the Kickstarter on, specifically Volume 3. But you have different options that you can end up going with and be able to support this lovely project that we end up having right here. He has a great story that comes over with it. And I know it's being covered by a bunch of other content creators that's on there. But I feel like that we're going to dive over, and, well, you can't support a person too much. So that's where we're going to end up going. This is given the inside port to it. And it's talking about the campaign. Let's see if I can do a quick thing. Rewards. So what you can end up doing, you can have a couple different options that you can end up going. It's going to be a 100-page book. And then you can get the book itself with a PDF, that's what I ended up doing. And you have a couple different add-ons that you can end up doing with it as well. You get the first and second volume to be able to get the entire kit and caboodle. Or if you have separate ones, you can do that. You get the first and second one obviously together, whereas a kit and caboodle for a little bit cheaper price. You get some PDF action. And now this is going to be a good way to be able to fund it. However, there's a second way that you can end up doing it. What's that second way? Well, let's slide over to PBC, Panel Bound Comics. Panel Bound Comics has a nice little program that they're going to be having set up. So if you don't like Kickstarter, you have that second option that's going to be over here. So obviously, we're starting over at the top page. I'll just hit this up real quick. You can scroll on down, and bam, or should I say, bang, there it is. You can end up pre-ordering all 3 different volumes that you have right over here over on Panel Bound Comics. Now, this is going to end up being able to be set up, and this is another way that you can end up ordering it. And you also can use the discount code Afifthofjack to be able to save $2 off, or you can use a code and jacket together if you end up mixing it. So this is another thing that's going to be going over with it, and another way that you can end up actually picking it up as well. I'll click right here to go full details, and you can end up seeing exactly what they end up having. ends up breaking down everything. And then you have an option right now where you can get an exclusive bookmarks, you have a 60-day delivery, and you're for a chance to win a $300 gift card after the sale ends, a chance to enter an exclusive remark from them. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's going to be going over. This is another way you can end up doing it. So if you're uncomfortable with Kickstarter, you also have a different avenue that you can end up going. But that's not all. That's right, we have a third and final way. However, the third and final way is going to be a little bit more dicey because I ended up picking up an extra set because we're going to end up giving away a 1, 2, and 3rd volume. So we're going to give away the whole set when we end up getting it. We're going to have details that's going to be dropping that's going to end up saying what we're going to end up doing and figuring it out. However, I'm going to say this right now. Unfortunately, it has to be within the continental U.S. because obviously I don't have a whole bunch of funds to be able to send it all the way over that way to any place overseas or anything like that. So I'm sorry about that, but that's what we're going to end up doing. So you got 3 different ways that you're going to be able to do it. The first one is going over on Kickstarter, be able to back it there. And the second one, if you're not comfortable with Kickstarter, or if you want to just get some points, or you want to use a discount code with that, you can go over to PBC's or Panel Bound Comics and be able to use our code Afifthofjack to be able to save $2 off 1 book. Or if you happen to mix 3 other books, so that'll make it 4 books altogether, you can use the code Jacket together to be able to save 5% off your entire order instead. And the third and final one is you can be taking a chance and get a little bit lucky, and we'll be able to win our copies that we end up giving away here at Afifthofjack Gaming. So if that's something that you're interested into, let us know down in the comments down below of how excited you are. Like I said, this is a true definition of an independent comic book. This is something where Josh ends up making it, writing it, and also putting it out. It's a lovely little product that you can end up seeing. And if you're a little bit intrigued with it, like I said, wait for when we end up dropping the review for the first 2 volumes, and we'll be able to go from there. If you're liking the content we're putting out, like, subscribe, and hit that little bell icon to be notified whenever we come out with new content. Maybe I should have said kick, since that's what Bang has a lot of kicking action. Anyways, thank you for watching, and until next time, we'll see you later.